Hello, my name is Danny. Welcome to Drive Green. Today we'll be having a look around our 24 kilowatt grey Nissan Leaf Tekna. The Tekna is the highest of the specs, so it's got some nice stuff on the inside. We'll get into a bit of that in a bit. But first of all, a little bit of facts about your 24 kilowatt. You've got an estimated real world range of roughly about 70 miles. So obviously that's affected by a fair few bits and bobs. This one is currently showing 11 bars of battery health, so that's really good to know. It's got 63,430 miles on the clock. The next MOT date is January 2023 and the next service date is January 2023 as well. So nothing to worry about for quite a little while. Let's get up and close and personal with this Nissan 24 kilowatt and see if there's anything noteworthy to mention. Now obviously I'm going over a few bits of panels and stuff nice and slowly. Make sure you pause the video at any stage if you feel like I'm going a little bit too quick. Obviously something a little bit noteworthy to mention just on here. You'll obviously find a few little stone chips with any vehicle. So these are the kind of cosmetic things that you'll have to be dealing with here. These are little tiny stone chips, alright. Going down to the first alloy. Looking in remarkably good condition. There's only a few little tiny bits of scarring. This one that's just down through here. And the tiniest little one that is just in here. Hopefully you can see that there. Right. But as you pull away, nothing to really worry about. Same goes with the other little bits of signs of life. Coming down through to the driver's side door. Can we see any noteworthy mentions down through here? We have a tiniest little noteworthy mention which is just in there if the camera focuses on my gloved finger. It's actually so small that the camera is not picking it up, so never mind. I'll hopefully give you an idea of the attention to detail I like to give in my videos. Make sure you're fully aware of any little tiny noteworthy mentions. Hopefully the camera will focus on my gloved finger. Come on, Mr. Camera. There we go. Tiniest little sign of life that's just in there. Might have been a stone chip, who knows. As you pull away, barely noticeable, alright? You have, first of all, noteworthy mention is you have your comfort access button. So as long as you've got your key in your pocket or handbag or bag, it will unlock and lock the vehicle. Coming down to the driver's side, rear passenger door, nothing noteworthy to mention down on through here. So maybe a little bit of work that was down through there, alright. But as you pull away, nothing noteworthy at all. Obviously we like to see these vehicles have their signs of life. This one in particular is a 2014, so you are looking at about a vehicle that's about 7-8 years old now, but it's in fantastic condition for the fact of that age, considering it's only got a few little tiny little noteworthy mentions on each one of these kind of alloys and panels and stuff. Alright, going around now to the rear of the vehicle. You'll always find a little scratch here or there, or maybe a tiny little stone chip. I'm really scouring, as you know that I do. There is one little tiny one that's just in there. Hopefully if the camera focuses, there you go. But that's the kind of the cosmetic stuff that we're looking at here. Coming around the boot space. Nothing really to noteworthy mention on here. There's maybe a little bit of a sign in and out of that. You can just see as I move the camera, there's just ever so slight, maybe a little tiny divot in. It's so slight that you can't tell if you're looking down the paintwork. It's only when you move the camera from side to side that you can just see there's a little bit maybe of a knock. Nothing other than cosmetics, obviously. We run our vehicles through a very hefty service and MOT. That's for all the vehicles that arrive on our forecourt, to make sure they're in tip-top condition before they leave to their next happy home. Also, nothing noteworthy to mention on there other than that little tiny bit of the work that's just down there. Okay, but other than that, a fantastic looking alloy. They do look good in this. I do love the Nissan Leaf in this nice metallic-y kind of grey colour. Nothing noteworthy to mention as we go through the far passenger side door, as well as the rear that we've just gone through. Here we'll have a few little tiny signs. It's very, very slight though. Camera focuses up. That's what we're kind of looking at here. Other little tiny points. One that's just there, one that's just over there. Alright, comfort access on this side as well, from the little button there. Going round to the final kind of panels that are coming through here. Nothing noteworthy that I can see on this one. And the last and final alloy, which actually is pristine, looking good. Right, coming round to the front of the vehicle. Let's have a look and see. At first glance, nothing that I can see, obviously noticing. Let's get a little bit more up and close. Going down to the bonnet. Usually we always find a stone chip here or there. Whew. But it's going to be looking like the tiny kind of stuff. I was expecting maybe there'd be a little bit more than just these little tiny little signs just here and there. But actually this is in remarkably good condition. Little tiny one that's just in there. Underneath this flap you will have your Type 1 as well as your CHAdeMO. So your Type 1 will be your fast and your public charging, as well as your CHAdeMO, which will be your rapid charge, quick juice up in just under half an hour kind of thing. Alright, so a few little things just there. Now as we come round to the front bumper, there are maybe a few little more signs of life. Yeah, a little tiny scrape. Come on, Mr. Camera, focus on the hand. Just really get up. There we go, there we go. Awesome. So you can just see just maybe a little bit of work that's happened to it in there. Alright, but it's very, very small and minor. Alright, so pulling away, nothing really to worry about at all. Awesome. So on the whole, for a vehicle that is about 7-8 years old, not bad, looking good. Let's have a look on the inside. The vehicle at the moment, as you can tell with the lights, it is currently switched on. And this one, as I said, is the Tekna. So first thing you'll notice is these beautiful pristine leather seats. Very nice and comfortable. It has that premium feel on the inside, with the Tekna especially. Nice lovely glove box, kind of storage compartment that you have in there. Going down, you have your drive, neutral, reverse and park function. Little bit of a cup holder where you have your heated seats in the front. Also noteworthy mention, you have heated seats in the back as well, where the leather interior does continue. We'll have a little bit of a closer look at the back seats in a second. You then got your climate control system, and then your DAB radio, sat nav, all the bells and whistles are found on this touchscreen pad that's just there. You have 360 camera, reversing camera as well, so plenty of spec to boot. A nice driving position and feel at the moment. It's beeping away because I've got the car door open. Alright, so lots of things to know what they mentioned, and last but not least is you have your heated steering wheel, so really lots to boot. Now, noteworthy mention, look at how the size of the vehicle on the inside for the front seats and compared with the back seats. Now I'm about 6'1", so I had the chair pulled forwards for myself, and there's plenty of room in the back seats to fit easily adults, big long teenagers. They're getting longer and longer these days, who knows, maybe even long children and babies. It'll get to that stage eventually, I reckon. But the vehicle is looking still in immaculate condition. You can always tell on the back seats how well they've been looked after. Alright, so once again looking in remarkably good condition. You can easily fit in a good 4 adults, even 5 adults. You will probably notice it a little bit, but you know, for that, a fantastically good practical vehicle which can easily do some long distance trips with a bit, oh there we go, bit of practice prior warning. Alright, awesome. Having a look now at the boot sill, you can always tell another point as well, how well they've looked after a vehicle from how carefully they've taken luggage in and out. There's a few little signs of life, little tiny scratches, but actually on the whole I was expecting a lot more. Now this boot space, it is big, deep and long. Alright, you can fit a lot in here. You've even got a Bose sound system for your subwoofer in there, so really kick that bass and make it sound fantastic on those long distance trips that you can do. Awesome. 60/40 partition. Little button that's on top there, little button that's on top there. These seats fold down almost flat, and you can easily fit in an adult's bike as well as maybe a kid's bike. Adult's bike, you might have to take the front wheel off, but a bit of jiggery pokery. It's got lots of practicality with this vehicle. Alright, this is one of the reasons why people do fall in love with it. So we provide with the vehicle completely free a 13 amp 3-pin lead where you can always do your home charging. Exactly how you plug in to charge up your phone, but this time you'll be plugging it in to charge up your vehicle. And there you have it, the 24 kilowatt Tekna Nissan Leaf in grey. If you'd like to find out a bit more information about, in particular, the Nissan Leaf in general, do find our way over to our YouTube page, where Richard, our founder and owner, has done lots of detailed reviews on all the cars on our forecourt, much including this one, which is one of the most popular that we sell on our forecourt, the Nissan Leaf. So it goes through all the good and the bad points and work out whether this might be the vehicle for you. If you think that it might be, do feel free to get in touch. Our number 01761 233 558. We'll be more than happy to take your inquiry and any and all questions that come with it. My name's been Danny. I hope today's video has been proven interesting and informative for you with your buying selection. I hope to hear from you very soon. All the best and goodbye.